Well, hey y'all, hope y'all are doing well. Just bringing you a little update, garden update. Finally got all our rows done. Of course, you can't really tell because the camera's being weird. Maybe if I back away. Hey, look at that, man, that's crazy. So, and I'll pick it up, move it around, you see a little bit better. But anyway, hope y'all are doing well. Finally got all our rows put in. I remember every year, really quick, how much I despised this rake. And I got like 6 more like it, but every one of them I despise. Love and despise. It's a love-hate relationship. But at least this year, I was thinking is blessing in disguise, is I don't have to do, or I'm not able to do as many potatoes as I did last year anyway. And so with the sunflowers, that'll be all, hopefully, Lord willing, all through here. I only have to hill them this one time. If I was doing potatoes, I hill them twice. So they get, I get more wonderful use out of the rake, and the rake gets as happy because he gets used more, I guess. But I only have to do it once, so that was nice. I got 7 rows on this side of the little plot. They're all still about 75 foot or so. And finally, like I say, got them done yesterday, and I just got done today doing, I'll show you in a little bit, 5 rows that are, it's another little plot that I just opened all the way up with a tiller a few days ago, and it's about 25 by 20, I would guess, something like that, or 20 by 20, another little 20 by 20 square. If y'all remember, I had all those wire trellis, kind of, I guess we call them trellis. So I pulled all them up, and I was able to till everything this year. Last couple years, it seems like the tiller would not go through that ground, but I guess I caught it just right this year, where it was damp enough, not muddy, and not too dry. When it's dry, a tiller wouldn't do it. Obviously, if it's too muddy, it'll kind of do it, but it's not doing any good because it's just mud. It's just chopping big chunks. You're not getting it breaking apart like it should. So anyway, I hit that right. So that's where our green beans are go. I'll show you that. But anyway, I'm just kind of hiding out in the shade right now because it's not hot. I don't like to ever say it's hot here. It's warm, but I'm from South Alabama, so it's never hot here. Seems kind of, I don't know. It ain't right to call it hot here. If you're from here, 100% go for it. In my mind, that's just my opinion, and opinions are like elbows. Everybody's got a couple of them. So we're gonna get planting. So it's planting time a little earlier than I was planning on it, right? Because I've been saying this whole time I'm not gonna plant until June 5th. Well, looking like baby's gonna be here. For those that don't know, we were expecting number 6, little girl, Miss Tilly. She'll be here as long as everything goes to plan. We're gonna my wife's gonna have to be induced, so it's actually gonna be on like the 4th or 5th, what it's looking like. So I'm not gonna be able to plant like I was wanting to, so we're gonna have to, I've prayed over it, and well, obviously her and Miss Tilly, my wife and Tilly, but over the weather and our crops, that this year we don't get that late frost like we did last year, and everything. So we're gonna start today. I'm hoping to get at least the sunflowers done, which is gonna be a big task. I mean, a pretty good task, because we'll be planting every 6 inches on these rows, on 7 rows. So it's gonna be a little bit of a deal, undertaking on that. And then I'd like to be able to get green beans done too. And like I say, they're, once you do this, everything else seems like no piece of cake, because this is such, for us, this is, a pretty good little bit, So anyway, we're gonna try to get the sunflowers done. Right now I got them soaking in a little bit of water. What I've read, I've never really grown sunflowers. I think I did 2 years ago, just a few. But what I've read is, I guess it's good to soak them for a few hours at least. Just kind of helps speed up germination and everything, and I think it makes good sense. So I got them soaking, and I wanted to go ahead this morning, like I said, into the green bean and break those green bean rows up. That way the sun will be curing them. I say curing the dirt, warming it up, getting it good and warmed up. The green beans are pretty tough. It seems like we've had real good luck with green beans in rows here. They're real tough, hardy, so they can take the ground cold pretty well. Still like to do rows on everything we do. If it's not in a raised bed, it's in a row like this, just because this helps hold the heat a lot better than flat ground. So, but anyway, yeah, got all off track. But anyway, yes, we're expecting baby and it's gonna be a tie ball game. We have 3 girls and 3 boys with Miss Tilly. It'll be awesome, and we haven't had a little girl now, and our last 2 have been boys, and then our next oldest daughter is gonna be 7 in July with my other daughter. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited to have another girl. We just hadn't had a girl in, like I say, about 7 years, so I'm excited to have the little pink bows and the little dresses and all that cute stuff. So anyway, yeah, so we're just gonna have to pray and hope the Lord looks out. You know, it is what it is. If it did, it is what it is. We'll have potatoes for sure. So that's what matters, taters. So anyway, so we're gonna try to get the seed stuff done today, and I'm still hardening off all our seed starts, bringing them in, putting them back in overnight, bringing them out, hardening them off to the climate. And so I'm trying to hold out on those till either tomorrow or Sunday after church. I might try to get all those in. So yeah, that's the plan. So enough rambling. I think I've been talking, good golly, I've been talking for 6 minutes already. Sheesh. And we'll bring y'all back. We're gonna get set up and be doing some sunflower seed planting, I reckon. So let's go. All right, y'all. So got my sidekick in crime, Lukey, with me, and we're gonna be planting our sunflower seeds. So we got 2 varieties that what we're gonna shoot for to grow, minus what I've planted and seed started for the past like 4 weeks, but 2 direct sown. I'm using this minnow net that we used to catch little shiners and minnows and stuff, because I like the diameter. It's not too big around of a rod. And then I've got about an inch marked, you can tell it's just nothing fancy, with a zip tie, and that zip tie is just as my gauge for distance. So it's actually 5 inches. It ended up being, I need about 6. I'm going to be spacing them 6 inches apart. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball that last little bit, and as long as it's close, I don't care. And I'm just going to be coming through and putting the holes in for Luke, and then he's going to be putting the seed in, and then hopefully we can rock and roll like that. So he's got a lot younger back than mine. Not that I'm old, but he's closer to the ground, so I'm appreciative. And he's back filling them too, so he's covering them up. So that's all we're doing. What I'm trying to do is every 6 inches, and then I don't really want to leave them at 6 inches though, so I'll thin out what I need to thin out. But my hope is also that when I'm gonna assume we're gonna have spots that aren't gonna come up. And so what I've done before with all kinds of stuff, corn and green beans, overplant, and then if I have a weak area, the spots that come through thick, I'll just make like they got these tools or these big old machines that'll take a tree out of the ground, and you can transplant the whole tree. It's kind of like a double spade. So I'll just take my hands and go down under that root, pull it out, and then push into the new spot and open out, and then fill it in, so I could transplant to weak areas. So if I got a row that's weak and a row that's thick, I need to thin that row out, I can pull the in between those and put those in this row, and then hopefully we'll have enough. It ain't gonna be perfect, but that's the plan anyway. So anyway, I'm gonna be thinking about another way, because this might be a little quicker if I could come up with something. Luke, where did we stop at? Right there? Hey, don't leave the... It needs to be all the way down. Oh.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, I like this. When you're done with it, give it to the chickens, because they like to pick on the little bits.
We're starting.
That's the last one.
Dad, I'm not following.
Mm-hmm.
I love this people thing.
What happens if you put 2 in there?
It'd be alright, in case one doesn't come up. The other one would, and if 2 come up, you can just pull the weaker one out, but we got a little too much ground to worry about trying to do 2 per hole. So next year we could, if we get a good crop, we can save all the seeds we want, and we'll be wealthy in sunflower seeds. But
Oh.
I was gonna do a little bit. Y'all trying to get that YouTube action shot. Ba-ching. You know, we're big time YouTubers around these parts, right, Luke? We're big time. We're big time.
We stopped here.
Because we care. Yep, that's all we're gonna be doing. Chain gang, Luke. Chain gang. Working on the chain gang.
Oh, jeez, this is gonna take
Oh, it ain't.
forever. We still have like
Raking this felt like took forever, boy.
We still have 6 rows.
Yeah, we're about 3/4 of the way done with this one, so it's not that bad. 6 rows, Jake? Okay. Hey, I didn't know you could count to 6.
Oh, it's so much easier. Watch,
It's
I do this,
Toja.
this, and that, and then I
It's
just go.
6. Whoa.
There you go.
Oh, smarter and harder.
There you go.
That's what I do. Like, just like don't cover it until we do all of them, and so then I can just start from the beginning and go. Bloop.
No, well, it saves some. I mean,
Take some.
you can leave a few out like that, then do it. I don't want to do a whole long row though. You get a lot of dirt if you leave it out. If you don't do a lot of them and you try to pull through, you can get a lot of dirt built up. And they'll be too deep if you're not careful.
Other rows together.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, want to help him?
We got 1 row done. We got more reinforcements to help. And I want to say, so before I forget, so we're gonna do,
Okay, you guys
I don't know, 1, 2, 3. So we may do, we'll see how it goes. Might do 2 to 3 rows. One of them is called Mardi Gras. That's one of the varieties. It's called Mardi Gras. I was like, hey, Mardi Gras, that's cool. For those that don't know, Mardi Gras is a big old shindig down south, at least my parts, South Alabama. That's a big old shindig there. And it was invented in Mobile, common to, or whatever you call it. Most people believe it comes from Louisiana. It comes from Mobile, Alabama. So, but anyways, got Mardi Gras, one variety, and then the other variety is California Gray Stripe, and it's supposed to be a bigger variety. We'll see. So, both of these are supposed to be around 6 to 8 feet. So we'll see. We'll see how they go. I just want them to. I'd like them all to bloom. That's all I care. They could be 3 feet. I don't care. Right, Emma? Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right, Gator. Good. All right. So we're gonna set up and do the next row. Here we go.
Not yet. No.
All right. Oh, watch out. All right. You get on that. Both of y'all go on that side, babe.
Then I know the name was the underwater.
One seed in.
It's the underwater long neck.
What?
The underwater long neck. That's a
What is?
underwater long neck.
What's an underwater long neck, Jake?
It's a dinosaur.
Oh.
Well, fun's underwater.
Did you see one?
No.
You didn't see one.
They're extinct.
Is there one in the lake?
No, he's talking
Come
about
up and grab Jakey.
the Loch Ness monster.
Not to shoot him with the
Dad, he's
454.
talking about the Loch Ness monster.
The what monster?
The Loch Ness monster.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. What is that? The monster. Technically like a long-necked dinosaur that stays in water. Yeah. All morning and
Where else? Where'd you see that at?
Video.
Mm,
Fun Squad.
Fun Squad.
Alright, did that
Sure.
one seed in it?
Good job.
And he didn't get sick. The apple didn't go in the water, it goes away. This one is gonna
Oh.
and he still out there.
Sure, just
Survive.
cover them over even. Yep. You don't have to pat it, Emma. Just brush it with your hand. That's all you got to do. Just brush. 'Cause if you compact it, it makes it a little bit harder for them to come through the dirt when they're growing. Okay.
That one has a name. Water is dinosaur. Vlogging skills.
Vlogging skills. Oh, it's vlogging when you do it with a camera. So it's vlogging. Emma's a vlogger.
No.
Big time YouTuber, huh, Emma? That's what you are.
No.
Yeah. Emma's a popular YouTuber from way back. Back in the
I
day.
wasn't even born way back.
Oh yeah.
Oops, I accidentally put two. I'm doing it.
You remember that famous fishing video you were in?
No.
Yeah.
I was like 5, 7 or something. On the ground and pull out the boat and we recorded the underwater dinosaur. And you put 3 in there. Oh, there's a beetle in there. Cover it up. Ah, beetle. There's a beetle going in the seeds. Yeah. The beetle's okay. And that one has a seed in it. Both of those have seeds. One, 2, 3, 4. Hi. Hi.
All right, back up, Eddie. Okay. So we're gonna show you all the seeds. So like I said, I've been soaking.
I want to go. No.
Careful, Eddie, of the tripod. So hold that for me. Don't spill it. It's open.
Those are. Ew, they're wet.
Yeah, I've been soaking them, babe. So let's see if I can see. I gotta look in the camera. I don't know if they're be able to see that or not. Hey, Eddie, back up, babe.
They can
So the little black one, that's the Marigal variety, and the big guy is the California gray stripe or something. It's supposed to be a mammoth variety of sunflower. So that's what these last 3 are gonna do. I'm assuming that these ones are gonna be the tallest. So I'm trying to have them the closest to the wood line. Here, Eddie, let me see that bag, please. Just put the seed in there in case we need them. So the taller, bigger ones, because the way the sun is and how it works around the sky. Yo, Addie, let go of the camera. All right, you don't need to touch it. It's going by itself. Hold on.
And then.
Well, because the way the sun works around, it doesn't go over us. It goes around the side. The sun goes behind the wood line. So the tallest ones are one closest to the wood line. Just for the way it's gonna cast. The tallest one are closer, and it'll taper down. I don't know. Probably don't have to, and I'm just worrying or making something out of nothing, maybe, but makes me feel good.
This goes next. Dun dun dun.
So I'm gonna just poke a little hole in the bag, and most of the water will drain out. Okay.
I'll drink it.
You're gonna drink the water?
No, I want to drink it.
Thought you said you were gonna drink it. Ew.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's peeing. Ooh.
I
Ooh.
want to hold it.
No, it's Emma's turn, Bim.
Oh.
Then you'll hold it next time, okay? All right.
No.
Hey, don't. Yeah, careful with it, Ben. Come
I
on.
will.
All right, Emma. Y'all go on the backside. Go on the backside.
My hands are red.
Why are they red?
Jello.
Jello. All right, come on. Addie, you want to do the dirt?
Yeah.
All right, go behind Emma. All right, y'all, hold on. Let me get a little ahead of you.
Put the seed in.
Hold on. I'm gonna get a little bit ahead of y'all, and then you can start going, Emma. All right, so now I got this big boys. We'll see. From what I've read, they said this variety for sure is supposed to do fairly well here. Not sure about the other one, the Mardi Gras one, but I've seen some similar, so Lord willing, y'all come up. So y'all, I was just thinking while we were planting, some people may not know why we were planting so many sunflowers. So it's gonna be 8 rows, I think. Let's see, wait a minute. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's 7 total. So we're gonna do 7, we're having 7 total rows of sunflowers. For those that hadn't watched the previous videos, Emma, please be careful. We're wanting to steadily work on our soil to better yields for whatever we plan on growing and maintaining the health of the soil. So sunflowers, so anyway, before I get ahead of myself, this is sunflowers are #1 as a cover crop for this area of the ground. Is what I'm wanting them for, is a cover crop to help the soil. And the way sunflowers help, and this is why we're planting sunflowers instead of some other kind of cover crop, is they're like a big giant filter, and we have poor water here compared to other places. Really hard. It's got a lot of metal in it, and our soil has some impurities and just junk in it as well. And they will get all that out. Or I say all of it. They help in drawing up into the stalks and stuff, getting all that out, and it will help purify the soil a lot better. So anyway, that's why my number two reasons. Number one reason is a cover crop. Number two reason is a filter, to help clean the soil and build our soil to continually making it a little bit better and a little bit better every year. That's the goal. And the third reason, is just a small reason, is we'll be able to save seeds and roast a bunch to have for our own consumption, I guess. Plus giving away, if anybody ever wants sunflower seeds, hopefully we'll have a ton to be able to give away. And then the bees and stuff, not just the bees we have, but all the local insects, pollinators flying around, which they do a lot of pollinating. I've actually seen more of the carpenter bees, wild carpenter bees, pollinating recently, as of right now, than I have seen of the honeybees. So they're doing, looks like, I mean, from what I've just seen. But anyway, we still have a ton of pollinators, and obviously they will be loving them sunflowers too. So that's the reasons why. If I hadn't said it out, I don't think I've said to exactly why we're doing sunflowers. So that's why, in case you're wondering. Come on, Jake, hurry! Hurry! The storm's coming. We gotta get them in the ground. We're almost done. We're almost done. The end's right there. The storm is right there. We're gonna get them. Jakey is the man. This is Jake's row. These will be Jakey's sunflowers. Good job, Jake. Jake's a tough 5-year-old. Oh yeah, go Jake, go. Go Jake, go. Mosquitoes are getting out and everything. Come on, Jakey.
Okay.
Good job.
Almost there.
Almost there. Go. Go. Everybody's watching you on YouTube. Ah, no pressure. Go, Jakey, go. Go, Jakey. The last one. Yay! Go, Jakey. He's the man. Alright, here, you hand me those. You can go play. Good job, Jakey. Yeah, the storm started rolling in. We'll see if we get, it looks like it's raining right there. You can see that. So we're trying to get all these in here. We got everything planted, so. Well, I say everything. We got all the sunflowers planted. So all the sunflowers are planted, so. Here we go. Good job, Jakey. Alright, y'all, so storm passed. It was really fast. And I don't even 10 minutes tops. It didn't get much for rain, got a little bit, so it'll help, a little bit of help. But anyway, we're in this other spot here. I'll back out and show you the whole thing. This is a new spot that I completely tilled. Following years, I've just tilled like 3-foot sections, and that's where we had that wire for like I think we grew snap beans and shell peas here. But like I said, this is where I was saying that I was able to get the tiller to go through everything. So now we got a nice another good little plot to use and utilize. And planting beans here will also help with the soil by adding nitrogen, putting nitrogen into the soil, amongst other things. And then, like I said, we'll work continually on this soil here. So anyway, we're good to get to planting. I've been soaking these just for about half an hour. Probably could go a little longer. Just give them a little bit of water, help them to germinate. These are trying 2 new varieties for green beans this year. They are Top Notch Golden Yellow Wax and Contender. So y'all, I was saying I'm trying these new varieties. These are new for me. Well, I guess ever since we started really gardening in Alaska, I I've been using as far as green beans go, Provider and Burgundies. I think Burgundy's got more of a name than just Burgundy, but it's some kind of Burgundy. It's a purple bean, and both of them do really well. Let's see, last year I saved seed from both of them, and I let them cross and everything. I mean, it's kind of inevitable in a lot of ways. It's something with the amount of acreage we have. We only got about 1.5 acres, so it's almost inevitable to really have anything not cross, just about, in my mind. But when they cross, which is fine, I don't mind it, because my mind, look at the best traits out of either one or whatever, survives, and keep rocking. They will still make a good bean. But the only issue I had with them was it seems like they're both supposed to be stringless, which means, for those that don't know, like, if you ever had a green bean, you really probably won't get one in the grocery store. But you ever have a green bean that is where I don't know, where it's like looks like it's been put together, where the seam, I guess we call it the seam that's around it, seems like it'll get stringy, I guess. Like, it won't be just a soft green bean you bite through, whatever. It'll have like these kind of little tiny little strings, like a cord or something, that's really difficult to chew. And for whatever reason, when I crossed them, two things that happened. So they started becoming string. It's like they went from stringless to stringy, and which kind of stinks. It's kind of aggravating when you're chewing and you get these, pulling them out because you just can't get them down. Can't chew them with your teeth. At least mine won't. Even canning them, sometimes the canning wouldn't even dissolve the string. The other thing was when they crossed, they made them, like, the plants got pretty tall, almost to where they really need like some kind of trellis, a short trellis, but they need some kind of trellis because they were getting probably 2 foot or better than 2 foot, 2.5 foot tall, and they couldn't hold themselves over, so they were drooping over on the ground, and at least in my case, the voles were getting to them. So anyway, I'm gonna try these, and I'm not caring. Like I said, I'm planting them all side by side. The golden ones will be golden looking, the pods will. Contenders are just a green bean. I'll let them cross. We'll see what we got. I still have seeds from those other ones, still, because they still make green beans. But like I was saying, just out of I guess pickiness, we're gonna do these this year and see how it goes. And maybe these two that, if they do all right, when we'll next year we'll find out. At the end of next year we'll find out, because we'll save seed from these and see how they turned out the following year. And if they're stringless, we'll keep rocking with the, we won't ever have to buy green bean seeds. That's the point. That's the plan, is to not have to buy any more seeds. So we were able to save tomato seeds. Our tomatoes were planted outside. Glaciers, those were seeds from last year. Onions, hopefully onion seeds. The onions we'll be planting aren't, but I have onion bulbs from last year that I'm planting, and Lord willing, we'll get our own onion seeds. And then this year we'll try to go for carrot seeds too. So anyway, just trying to grow our own seed, not having to rely on the seed company if we don't have to. I just take a little pride in that. So all right, y'all, so we got the green beans in. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's hard to tell on this phone. 6 rows planted there. Say there's the big field, or say big field, my big field. And here's the other new area. I say new area. Far as for potatoes, we tilled up. So this is 17 long, 20 wide. Of course, that's the big area over there. This one is roughly that. It's either 15 by 20 or so. So 20-foot rows here, and then right there you see covered up in plastic. That's going to be where cucumbers are going to go. So I'm just getting that ground. This is going to stay the entire growing season, especially for cucumbers. They're really going to need the warm soil, warmest we can get it. So this is going to be for them. I'm just going to have to build some kind of trellis deal for them. Something simple I'm going to build here, but they're going to be going in like the absolute one of the last things I'm going to put in the ground. But that's everything. Far as this side, I think, minus these 2 beds, But the majority of all this is done. I got to put one more row was open. I got to put some sunflowers that we had started from the house. I'm going to put in a row that we left. But we're getting it. We're working on it. We're getting there. Ike, look. Say hi. Ike. Ike. Isaac. Say hi. Wave. Okay, well, he ain't going to wave. All right, y'all. So it's the next day. You can probably tell I changed my shirt. This is what we were working on. I've been working on a few things. This is where the cucumbers are. Actually, you can see them. Let me flip this camera around. It'll be easier to do. Oh, let me back it out. There we go. So this is that spot along the green beans back behind me for the cucumbers. You can see I actually got them put in and built this trellis pretty quick. Nothing fancy. Those that may remember about 3 years back now, use these same poles on that raised bed to make like a little tiny greenhouse before I had the actual greenhouse. So I just repurposed the same poles, and I did have to get like 3 more for this thing because it's bigger. And then all I done was nailed some nails around 8 inches or so apart all the way up, and just got some old cheap construction twine and just back and forth, wrapped it around each time though. So when I'd go around, I'd wrap it to kind of hold some tension and go down, wrap some tension, go back, wrap it, and just wrap back and forth. So these cucumbers, Lord willing, when they start coming up, I'll be able to kind of weave them through. They don't, to my understanding, they don't really grow like compared to like a pea or something that has real good, whatever you call them things, hangers. I'm gonna call them hangers. I know some of y'all know what those are, a technical term, but you kind of got to help them along a little bit. So I'll just kind of weave them through here and then up there, and if they keep going, well, shoot, I'll just let them over the side. But we got 2 varieties. The variety over here is called Straight 8. It's an heirloom, and I'm wanting to find out, see which one will do better. So we got Straight 8, and these are Sweet Success. So to my, from what I've read and people that I know that have been, there's one lady I know been growing here for around 45 years in Fairbanks. She knows a little bit. These are her 2 varieties that she recommends, so I'm just gonna go with what she said 100%. So I ain't got no reason to veer off from that. So the kids love cucumbers, and I mean, they absolutely tore up I had pickling cucumbers in there last year, and pickling ones aren't supposed to be that good tasting. I'm not a big cucumber aficionado. I really don't honestly care for them a whole bunch, but the kids love them, so I grow them for them. But they like the pickling ones, so I know they're gonna like these, because these are actually slicing, eat off the vine kind, and they were eating them raw, like just like you would. So I know they'll like these. So anyway, this is the whole thing. We got 4 Sweet Success, 5 Straight 8s, because we didn't get one, didn't come up over here. So yeah, so we got those. Ike, my helper. I'll watch him. He is a destroyer as well. But anyway, y'all, so we got, so these are, or some of, I got that milk crate. You can kind of see the tops of them over there. These are the little sunflower starts that I started, I think it was all about 4 weeks ago too. And these are the better looking ones. For the most part, they're all pretty close to this. But just as good time to get them in, because they're starting to really wanting to get root bound. They haven't, but they're getting close. And all I'm doing, actually, let me just flip this thing around. What I've been reading, like I said, I'm not a sunflower aficionado, but what I've seen some people saying they plant up to the last leaves, and you can kind of see right here where it used to be. But anyway, I'm dropping them. We'll see what happens. There's no, I mean, if it doesn't work, I'm going to still put seeds all in this row, but that's what I'm going with right here. And then we're just backfilling with our dirt. And like I said, because you can see, I believe he's right, because I can see where the stem, changes. So anyway, we're going with that. I watered the hole. Once you dig a hole, add water, obviously, get everything good and wet for the roots. Stick them down there, and that's what we got. So I'm spacing them right now about every 2.5, 3 feet. Ike's destroying one. Ike, no, son. Ike, no, okay. No, get it out of here. Right here. You go down here and grab it. All right, thank you. Yeah, here's a leaf. Here, put one right there. And grab that one. There's another one. Okay. Go Go over there with him. All right, good job. I don't know where he got that boot from. Huh? Yeah? You can go show Mama your plant? Go show Mama. Silly. Anyway, I'm saying go watch him. Oh, Isaac, he will get you. Anyway, that's all we're doing. So this is the 7th row of sunflowers. We planted all these 6 earlier. Was it yesterday? And then this is the one I'm wanting to put our seed starts in. And then in between, I'm going to put seeds. So I will bring y'all back. Woo, y'all. So, filming this, I want to say a day. It's got to be 2 days probably since the last clip you seen. Been busy, and I just told her we're just going and going with all kind of stuff to do. And I say I'm trying to get the garden and stuff set. And anyhow, we finally got everything minus carrots. Carrots, I think, is about what I lack. And tomorrow we're gonna get them knocked out. And thank the Lord, I think everything will be planted. I just got all the onions done, and it was over probably about 200, 250 or so onions planted. So we like onions, and I know our neighbors like onions, and I know a lot of people like onions. So I want to have plenty of onions for everybody. And it's well, you can see, I don't know if you can see, about 9:25, just as light as any time. We're getting into that good summertime pattern now. We're getting all the good daylight, and this helps our gardens grow, thank the Lord. We'd be hurting if it wasn't for that sun. Anyway, y'all, cucumbers ain't died yet, thank the Lord. And I got our seed start, 1 row of sunflowers planted that I had started, about 30 of those. I planted 50 seed, I got about 30 out of it. So, but anyway, that is it, y'all. I'm gonna end this thing. It's probably already gonna be a crazy long video anyway. I don't like personally like making long videos. That's just me. But we're on baby watch now, and y'all probably won't hear nothing from me for a little bit. But then hopefully next video, I'll be showing y'all Miss Tilly. So y'all say some prayers for us, my wife and Tilly, if you don't mind. And yeah, I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for watching as always. Y'all take care. And as always, God bless. And I love y'all. Y'all take care.